If you're prepping for the AWS AI Practitioner exam, you have come to the right place. This is a big one. We're going to break down exactly how you monitor Amazon Bedrock, and trust me, this is a topic that is guaranteed to pop up on the exam. So let's get right into it. So, here's the game plan. We're going to start with the basics, how Bedrock and CloudWatch even talk to each other. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty, logging what your model is actually doing. After that, we'll figure out how to make sense of all those logs. Then we'll switch gears to real-time stuff, metrics and alarms. And to wrap it all up, I've got a killer cheat sheet for you to lock it all in before exam day. All right, first step, let's talk about the fundamental partnership here, Bedrock and CloudWatch. Seriously, for the exam, you've got to understand how these two work together. It's the foundation for everything else we're going to cover. So just as a quick refresher, what is Amazon CloudWatch? Honestly, the best way to think about it is like the central nervous system for your entire AWS account. It's watching everything, monitoring all your resources, and helping you troubleshoot when things go wrong. And the good news is, Bedrock is built to plug right into it seamlessly. Now, CloudWatch isn't just one single thing, right? It's really a collection of tools. For the exam, you need to have these 4 components down cold. Metrics, which are all about performance data. Logs, which are the super detailed records. Alarms, which are your early warning system. And dashboards, to see it all in one place. Bedrock uses all of them. Okay, let's dive into our first major piece of this puzzle, logging. This is all about getting a super detailed, minute-by-minute, play-by-play of what your model is actually up to. I mean, think about it for a second. If you're running a big AI app, how do you really know what it's saying to your users? What if something goes wrong? How do you prove you're meeting compliance rules? The answer to all of that, it starts with logging. And that brings us to this key feature, and you'll definitely want to remember this name, Model Invocation Logging. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You tell Bedrock, hey, I want you to record every single time my model gets called. That means logging the question that came in and the answer that went out. And we're not just talking about simple text here. The level of detail is pretty amazing. You can log the actual text prompts and responses, of course, but you can also log image data if you're using a multimodal model, and even the embeddings. Those are the numerical vectors the model works with. It's the whole picture. And you can choose where this fire hose of data goes, either straight into CloudWatch Logs for quick analysis or into an S3 bucket for cheap long-term storage. Okay, so here's the absolute key takeaway for your exam. Why do we do this? What's the point? Remember these 3 words: debugging, auditing, and compliance. You need these logs to hunt down bugs, to prove to an auditor what happened, and to make sure you're following all the rules. That's it. That's the why. Right, so collecting mountains of logs is one thing, but they're pretty useless if you can't actually find anything in them, right? That's where the next part of our story comes in, how we turn all that raw data into actual useful answers. This slide lays out the whole process perfectly. Step 1, Bedrock does its thing and generates all those invocation logs. Step 2, those logs get piped over to CloudWatch Logs. And then the magic happens in step 3. You use a tool called Logs Insights to actually dig in and analyze everything. So, what is CloudWatch Logs Insights? The easiest way to think about it is like a super-powered search engine just for your logs. It gives you a special query language so you can sift through millions, even billions of log entries to find that one specific error message or that weird pattern of user behavior you're looking for. And what's the end result of all this, the big picture? The reason this is so powerful is that you get complete end-to-end tracing and observability. You can follow one single user request all the way through the system. For troubleshooting a complex AI app, that is just invaluable. Okay, so we've totally nailed the whole deep dive historical analysis thing with logs. Now let's shift gears. Let's talk about what's happening right now. This is where we get into real-time monitoring with metrics. Now, listen up, because this is a classic exam trip-up question. You absolutely have to know the difference between logs and metrics. Think of it this way. Logs are for the past. They're like reading a detailed diary to figure out what happened and why. Metrics are for the now. They are real-time numbers, like the speedometer in your car, telling you how many and how fast. They're perfect for dashboards and, more importantly, for setting off alarms. Bedrock gives you a bunch of different metrics. But if there's one you need to remember for the exam, it's this one. It has to do with guardrails. Those safety rules you set up to stop your model from saying inappropriate or harmful things. And here it is, the specific name: content filtered by guardrails count. It's a mouthful, I know, but it does exactly what it says. It's just a simple counter that goes up by 1 every single time one of your guardrails kicks in and blocks some content. It's a direct pulse on how well your safety policies are working. So, what do you do with this number? The workflow is super straightforward. Bedrock just automatically sends this metric to CloudWatch. From there, you can put it on a dashboard to keep an eye on it. But the real power move is to create a CloudWatch alarm. You can set it up to send you an alert if, say, that filtered content count suddenly spikes. A huge spike could mean anything from a misconfigured prompt to someone trying to mess with your application. Whew, okay, that was a lot of ground to cover, so let's bring it all home. We're gonna boil this all down into one final slide. This is your ultimate exam cheat sheet. Seriously, if you're taking notes, this is the one to star. Let's just walk through this one last time to make it stick. You start with model invocation logging Y for tracing inputs and outputs, which is critical for auditing and debugging. Then, to actually analyze all that historical data, you use CloudWatch Logs and Insights. For what's happening right now, for real-time monitoring of things like guardrails, you're looking at CloudWatch metrics. And finally, when one of those metrics crosses a line you care about, that's when CloudWatch alarms kick in to let you know. See how they all fit together? That's the key. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with one last question to really test your knowledge here. Imagine this scenario. An auditor is in your office, and they ask you to pull up every single user prompt from last Tuesday to check for compliance issues. What are you going to use? CloudWatch metrics or CloudWatch logs? The answer to that question really proves you understand the core difference between these two critical tools. Think on it.